So my life changed. I started walking with the Mother of God. Today, my kids, my Rastafarian Anglican drug dealer, today, he's a Catholic. He's married. He's got 2 kids. And today he's a Catholic school teacher for the Sisters of St. John Bosco High School. What happened? Like, what happened? Like, what is this? You were an Anglican Rastafarian drug dealer expelled from school. Now you're a Catholic school teacher. What happened? His words to me. His words. He said, Dad, when I saw you start to pray, something happened in my heart. Dad, when I saw you with the rosary in your hand, Dad, I knew I had to change my exact words. And I'm crying. You know? How is it possible? I didn't do anything. Our Lady said, here, you start, I'll show you a miracle. You start, I promise you a miracle in your family. I believed her. I believed her. And we saw this kid go like that. I didn't do anything. I can't do anything. 1,000 times I said, cut your hair, get off the... I mean, talking was absolutely no good. Only the rosary. That's all I ever did. My Hulk came here, my macho guy this size, and all I did is say, here, watch, here, my son, that'll save your life. That's all I did. Put a rosary in his hand. He goes back to Canada, and I don't hear from him for months. And then one night I get a phone call. Dad, I quit drinking. Dad, I quit the rugby. Slow down. Dad, I got a new job. I'm a fireman. Oh, come on now. Hang on. You quit drinking. You quit the rugby. You got a new job. Come on. What's happening to you? How's that possible? How'd you get the new job? How'd you quit the booze? Dad, the rosary you gave me in Medjugoje. I didn't do anything. I said, here, my son, this will save your life. Today he's married. He's got 2 kids. I have 5 grandchildren. 4 of them look like me. They're cute. My daughter was the big heartache. Oh, God. You know, it's not possible for kids to survive divorces. Never mind 2 with their father, you know. And she's only that way because of me, you know. She wrote me a letter years ago. Daddy, Daddy, where are you? I miss you the most, you know, like. So she just shut off. She just shut down. And for years I didn't hear from her. But 2 months ago she phoned Nancy and said, I want to come to Medjugoje. And she came. She came. So we had a big healing. Big healing. She's gone through 3 divorces. Huge problem with alcohol. But she's gone back to school. She got her certificate for teaching, for nursing. Okay. And she's coming back to life. She said, I'll never be married again. I said, thank God. But we had a good time with her, really. Really, we did. It was amazing. We cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And so it was a big thing. I never thought she would come here. I never thought. She told me, I'll never go to that place. I'll never go. I'll never, no. And something happened. She just went, boom. She turned around and said, I want to come. And so she went down to Mass, and she just, we couldn't do much because of the snow, you know? Mm-hmm. So it was kind of nice. We had popcorn and had lots of time to talk. And so that was a big gift. But I really had to apologize to my kids, especially my daughter, you know? I have to beg her to forgive me. I have to take my daughter and say, you have to forgive me for not being a father, for not baptizing me, for divorcing your mother, for never being what I should have been in the first place. I really have to apologize seriously to her. And because of that apology, you know, the heart can start to heal. I think if we don't apologize to our kids for the damage we've done, they can't heal. They carry that on. Dad never said he was sorry. Dad, you know, well, I did. I mean, I said sorry as much as I could, human being could say he's sorry, you know. And that was a huge healing in her heart. And so she kind of went back with a really different attitude that Dad wasn't as bad as all that, you know. And I think she'll be back. My 4th kid, no, immorality, oh my God. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. He works on the cruise ships, and half the guys on the cruise ship are gay, and he's an entertainer, and he lives in this insane world. It's so horrible. So I just pray for him. All I can do is pray for him. I told him I love him. I can't handle his lifestyle, but I still love him. Separate the action from the person, you know? And I pray for him every day. In Fatima, Our Lady gives the biggest message. She said, when you consecrate your children to my Immaculate Heart, they will be saved, even if you think they have 1 foot in hell. Imagine that message. Even if you think they have 1 foot in hell. So we did. We consecrated the kids to the Mother of God. Blessed Mother, you take my kids. You be the parent. That's the only consecration I've ever done. It's the only one. You be the parent, because I'm a total failure. The only consecration we did to the Mother of God. So the lady said, they will be saved. And that's such a big relief, you know. I mean, I could do nothing with my kids. Nothing. My mom, you know, she's Italian. She's spent 50 years praying for me with no results, nothing. The more she prayed, the worse I got. And finally, in the end, I go back to Canada, you know. And I take her to Mass, we're praying the rosary, she's crying, she's phoning all the neighbors, the prodigal son has come home. My poor mom. But she never stopped. She prayed that rosary. And I believe her prayers let me believe the messages. Right? Because I just believe the message like that. There was no hesitation. There's no question. Are these real? No, I don't care who. If I ever met a visionary, I just believed the message. I didn't know who wrote it. I just believed what Our Lady said. And for this, how to stay married, I spoke to the kids this morning. How do you stay married? What's the secret of staying married? What's the secret? And I go like this. Here. I said, this is what we do. And I held Nancy's hand. I said, if we didn't pray together, we wouldn't stay together. I said, out of 10 marriages in the U.S. today, 7 fail. I said, why? Why? I said, it's this. When you pray together, you stay together. And when you pray together, the love in the marriage grows. And the respect in the marriage grows. And even though you argue, you can be as miserable as you want, you can fight, it's not going to separate the marriage. It's not going to say, I'm leaving. That doesn't come out of your mouth. It's not possible. It's not possible. You know, Nancy's creation. There's stubbornest people on earth. Her head's like this stone. And she knows it, but I love her. But we pray together every day. And that's the secret of a marriage. But I found out how to really stay married, right? And if I have a day, you try and build this place without losing it. I mean, they put like something wrong, you know. I ordered all this special wood, beautiful finish. Like that. You can look at the, oh, it's gorgeous, right? But they put it on like that. And this is the unfinished part, and I paid thousands of dollars to have it finished, except the only person that can see it is the birds. So if you can hear me hollering all the way down to the church, but if I have a bad day like that, I can take Nancy, and everything that happens goes wrong. It's Nancy's fault anyway. So I said, come here, honey, I love you, I love you. Forgive me. I never said that before. Never. My way. No. Here's what the messages have taught me. It's God's way, Patrick. It's not your way. It's God's way. And God wanted that wood upside down for whatever reason. And I had nothing to do with it. And so our marriage has become something beautiful. Really. We're like this. Like bookends, you know. The messages of Our Lady have been here for 30 years. We've been together for 29 years. Isn't that amazing? Through all the ups and downs.
That was applause.
So, you know, I've learned a lot from the Mother of God, you know. And Our Lady gives some very critical messages that we should try and understand, because she says,